Sister Wives Kody Brown worries Robyn's older daughters could join a culty church. I got some concerns. The reality TV star explains why he's anxious about his wife's daughters joining a new church. Kody Brown doesn't entirely want his family to follow in his footsteps. On this week's episode of Sister Wives, Kody, 55, spoke with his wife, Robyn Brown, 46, about how her older daughters were interested in finding a church to join. Although he was supportive of the girls finding the right church for them, he wanted to make sure they weren't joining a culty institution. So, I wanted to talk with you about something when I don't have two little children running around and interrupting us, Robyn says as the two sit down for a date together. Recently, the girls have been Brianna has been expressing an interest in going to church, and we don't have a church to go to. In a confessional, Robyn explains that her two older daughters, Brianna and Aurora, whom she had in a previous relationship, want to explore their religion. The girls are really just wanting to be able to attend church, kind of get a church community that they can interact with, and then just be able to learn more and find their path, their religious or spiritual path, she says. Back in the scene, Robyn and Kody discuss why Brianna and Aurora want to go to a different church than their parents. But it's more than just going to church. They're sort of in this place where they want to look for a church to be part of, Robyn says to her husband. They have asked me to kind of help them or facilitate or sort of be a part of the situation and go with them to different churches. Me do both or just you? Kody asks. In his confessional, Kody explains why Robyn is the one his kids often go to for advice about religion. I think Robyn's the most comfortable person for any of my children to speak with, Kody says. Listen, I talk about religion with my children all the time. We've talked about it a little bit. But Robyn specifically, they're coming to her saying, we want to do this. What do you think? The scene switches back to Kody and Robyn's date, where Robyn says her daughters revealed they didn't want to be a part of their church. I asked them both, are you interested in our church? And they kind of said Aurora said no, and Brianna said probably not, Robyn explains. Back in his confessional, Kody shares that their church was initially set up by former Latter-day Saints church members looking for a new congregation. Our church was literally kind of an excommunication of people who used to be members of the LDS church, or who had affiliation with that, Kody says. However, they had this doctrine of plural marriage, where it is required by commandment for any of those who want to progress through eternity. I wouldn't really have a problem with any of the kids going to the plural marriage, even though I would be warning them of some red flags, he continues. Going back to our religion, I don't think I'd be fond of them doing that. However, he admits that he has mixed reactions to the girls wanting to join a different church, saying that he has his own phobias of religion and churches. Back at their dinner, Robyn says, so you have some apprehensions. You're worried about what exactly? I don't know. I got some concerns, Kody responds. In his confessional, Kody says that he's having a hard time not letting his own anxiety affect how he feels about the girls getting more involved in religion. I'm really glad that they want to go on this journey that they're going to go on, Kody says. And I have all my anxieties and fears and struggles here that I have to keep from poisoning in any way their experience. Sister Wives Kody conveniently decides Robyn is his soulmate. As season 19 of Sister Wives progresses, it's tempting to propose a drinking game for each instance of someone in the Brown family, declaring someone is their soulmate or someone else's soulmate, but we fear the threat of alcohol poisoning would be too grave. You'd think, perhaps, that a family who became such a major reality TV presence solely because of their once polygamous marriage might not be too invested in the concept of a soulmate, which is similar to the idea of the one, but that is clearly not the case. If you've never seen Sister Wives and only have a passing familiarity with the current cluster fracas unfolding this season, Brown family patriarch Kody went from having 3 wives, the OG 3, Meri, Janelle, and Christine, to 4, when he married Robyn. But if you've kept up with all 19 seasons, then you know that Kody endured an exodus of wives, which began when the Jenga block known as Christine exited the 5-person marriage in 2021. And you're aware that Christine's departure was a bellwether. Janelle flew the coop next, followed by the long-suffering Meri. Consequently, Kody was left in a monogamous marriage with Robyn, who confessed to feeling like the idiot who got left behind in episode 4. In late November, TLC dropped a bananas mid-season trailer, and in it, Robyn lamented their monogamy by default. If you haven't been watching, one thing is abundantly clear. If you're looking for your own soulmate, you need to get to Utah, because soulmates are falling from the sky out there. Kody angrily accepted Robyn as a soulmate. Throughout season 19, Sister Wives fans have repeatedly mused that the show's producers and editors are not Team Kody. It's not hard to see why they might feel that way, because scenes are often stitched together in a way to highlight inconsistencies in Kody's narratives. During the week, TLC shared a brief clip on Instagram in which an irritated Kody seems to try to reconcile the idea that Robyn is his soulmate. While romantic love is extremely subjective, we're also almost certain that realizing someone is your soulmate isn't supposed to be quite so angry as a declaration. As we previously reported, season 19 has focused heavily on Christine's extremely fast-moving courtship with her now husband, David Woolley. Christine met David pretty soon after she left Kody, and coincidentally, they also happen to be soulmates. What are the chances that your soulmate is not only really nearby, but also the first guy you hit it off with right after leaving your marriage? Pretty slim, except for in the Sister Wives cinematic universe. In the new TLC clip, Kody relays that when Christine left him, she told him that Robyn was his soulmate, and that she wanted to find hers too. When Christine left me, she told her children, our children, and even some of Janelle's children, Dad has a soulmate. That's Robyn. I want to be free to go find my soulmate. When she first told everybody that pissed me off. The way Kody corrected her children to our children was really something in that reel. It wasn't really clear why Kody was aggravated at being told that a woman to whom he is currently married is his soulmate, and it's kind of interesting that Christine inadvertently predicted his future splits with Janelle and Meri. In what may very well be the least romantic declaration about soulmates in human history, Kody continued. But as time has gone on, stammers, they're gone. I'm out of this relationship with these other wives. I'm, way more inclined to accept that Robyn is my soulmate. That said, given Robyn's equally dismayed acceptance of a monogamous marriage to Kody, maybe they really are soulmates. We've often said Sister Wives fans on Reddit do not miss a trick, and as soon as the words left Kody's mouth on air, someone on r/Sister Wives fans made an interesting find. In that clip from an early season, Kody said he and Meri were like 2 peas in a pod, and he declared, "When I married Marie, I married my soulmate." Meri Brown dishes on new book. Sister Wives reveal that Meri Brown, one of Kody Brown's ex-wives, is now talking about her new book. Meri has teased for some time about telling her story, and fans asked for a new book. Is it on the way? Meri Brown is starting a new adventure. Meri has recently been on a press tour, as has Christine Woolley and Janelle Brown. In a recent interview with Entertainment Tonight, Meri gave them the scoop about what is happening in her life currently. Meri has opened up about several things in multiple interviews. These things include a new man and her new book. Meri Brown finally discusses her new book. Fans on Reddit are discussing Miri's multiple interviews and her book. The Sister Wives fans opens up with "for the Miri interview." Other users begin to post their opinions. One person excitedly adds, "Great interview." Like others, "I love the interviewer." Apparently, Miri has put pen to paper. And it sounds like she and Jen may have a little special coming in January. Thank you for posting these interviews. I've seen all 4 and it's been enjoyable. The interviewer should do the tell-all. She's good with direct and pertinent questions. Miri gave very little information at first. However, Rachel Smith pushed her for more answers. Mary Brown answers burning questions. In the interview, Rachel gets Miri to spill several burning questions about the book. Rachel asks Miri if her next step would be the book. Rachel points out that she keeps hearing about this book and wants to know if Mary is writing a memoir. Miri points out that people believe that her story is a book. The interviewer points out that Miri was the one who teased that there would be a book coming that told her story. Miri keeps insisting that maybe if a book. Rachel gets a bit more stern after becoming tired of running around in circles and asks if Miri has actually put pen to paper. Miri agrees that she has and the release date is to be determined. Fans want the book now, not later. Rachel makes sure that Miri understands that fans want to book sooner rather than later. Mary replied, "I'm telling my story. I have a lot of different places that I'm telling my story, different parts of it. But people aren't going to hear what they don't want to hear." Mary goes on to say she has every intention of telling the story from a healed perspective, not from a pain perspective. Mary isn't offering that. She clarifies, "I don't want to share anger and angst and darkness. I don't think the world needs more darkness." Admittedly, she says she could go out guns and blazing and trash the family, but it doesn't serve her to do that. Likewise, she wants to protect her own soul by not spreading those messages. Furthermore, she says, the story that I'm telling is a different one than they want to hear. However, she implies there will still be juicy details in the book. Rachel adds, "You gotta sell the book." Mary agrees, I gotta be a little salty. Other fans speak out. One person says, "All the breadcrumbs and maybe I'll do this. Teasers tell me that she doesn't have any kind of sponsored deals set in place yet. If she did, the network or publisher would be promoting it like crazy by now." My guess is that Miri's starting a new MLM or launching a podcast that's only available behind a paywall. Sister Wives fans say Mary Brown has worn out her welcome. Has TLC star Mary Brown overstayed her welcome? Many Sister Wives viewers feel that her storyline has become incredibly repetitive this season. As season 19 continues, Mary has given several interviews. However, fans noticed one thing in particular. It seems that she is rehashing the same information over and over. And that's not where it ends. Viewers are starting to notice that she shares the same information in multiple interviews. Viewers aren't interested in another interview from Mary Brown. When Mary Brown first started giving interviews to various media outlets, fans couldn't wait to see them. She shared several interesting nuggets of salacious information, including the fact that she lost Robyn's parting gift. Sister Wives viewers loved hearing Mary Brown dish about behind-the-scenes information and learn where she stands with her former Sister Wives today. But after a while, they couldn't help but realize all the interviews started to sound similar. But that hasn't stopped Mary Brown from appearing in more interviews. They're still coming out. Attached another Access Hollywood interview with Mary Brown. In the video, Mary reacts to Kody Brown's explosive tears during their goodbye. When this information first emerged, fans were incredibly interested to see the TLC star's reaction. But at this point, many feel it's all been said and done. What else is there left to say? Mary previously confirmed she wasn't hurting during the big movie, and that's why she never reciprocated the tears. Sister Wives viewers admit they've moved on. Overall, Redditors seemed largely unimpressed. In fact, many agreed they've grown tired of Mary's interviews. Comments included, "Insightful. I learned zero new information. Thanks for opening up, Mary. How much they pay you? Yeah, she has worn out her welcome. I don't care to watch any more of her talking points over and over. Yada yada adventure, yada yada, processing, yada yada, whatever." The interviews might be a little played out at this point, but one Sister Wives viewer pointed out that this does happen when a person gives several interviews in a short amount of time. Mary did a press junket where reporters from different outlets asked her similar questions to then show on their own channels. People are posting them all here over and over again. It's not how they were intended to be watched. "It's not Marie's fault," another Redditor pointed out.